What masculine men fear most? Hello and welcome to CHENGI'S world. I am Chengi and you, my precious one, are my world. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. If you are new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe, like, share and comment and hit that notification bell, because here is where we learn how to present as high value, high status, high worth women that men find completely irresistible. Can I get an amen? Amen. Okie dokie. So moving forward, I wanted to do this video for you ladies so that you would understand that men have certain specific fears, masculine men. These fears are not all the fears that every man has, because I know there'll probably be some guy don't generalize, or some girl saying generalize. I always generalize on the YouTube channel. I always generalize because I am speaking across the board. There are always, and I repeat, always exceptions to this rule. These particular points don't apply to every man all the time, all of them. Okay, they are the rules, the things that predominantly in most masculine men. Okay, there's a difference between feminine men and masculine men. Okay, so we are talking and always talk on this channel about masculine men, because I've had a lot of back and forth comments with feminine men who really truly believe they're masculine, because they're responding to what I'm saying and saying that's not true because you're not masculine, baby. Okay, and I'm not even going to go into that. I just need you to know that this channel is for women that are feminine, high value, high status, high worth, looking for high status, high worth, high value, masculine men. Okay, so if you're not into the masculine guy, if you're not into the provider, protector mindset guy, if you're not into the guy that leads, then this channel, I'm afraid, is not for you. I will be sorry to lose you, but I have to be specific about who I am talking to so we don't waste time in the comments going back and forth. So number one on my list, most masculine men, I'd probably say most men in general, are most afraid of losing their freedom. A man's freedom is like his world, and his freedom is, in fact, for most men, whether they like it or not, is the thing that they have to sacrifice in order to be in a relationship. And for women, it is our independence that we have to sacrifice to be in a relationship, okay? We swap it for interdependence, not dependency. And men have to swap their freedom for a relationship. But that doesn't mean that they have to give up their freedoms in totality. What a man therefore looks for when he's looking for a long-term mate is a woman who, if he's immature, a woman he can get away with stuff. Okay, I think that, you know, this woman is amazing, she's special, she's high value, she's amazing, but she won't let me get away with stuff. So if I'm immature, I'll just go to a woman that's a little bit low value, a little bit more pick me, and she'll let me get away with stuff because I want to continue to live my single life. I want to continue to be free to do whatever I want and not be questioned. This is a man who struggles with immaturity. Okay, but assuming we're dealing with a man that is mature, he still has a fear of losing his freedom. What do I mean by that? He doesn't want to be in a relationship with a woman that is restrictive, a woman that cannot give him space even voluntarily. We shouldn't wait for a man to ask for space. We shouldn't wait for a man to kind of pull away before he needs to get some space. You need to sometimes just offer him the space. Just give him some time. You've been seeing each other for weeks or all week or all day. You've been talking all the time. Give him some space. Give him time to get on with the things that he needs to get on with. Let him know that if he's busy and he needs to get on with stuff, he can get on with stuff, and you will be busy and you will get on with your stuff. You're not going to be sitting around moping, complaining, he hasn't called, you haven't called, da, da, da. I'm not talking about a man who's ghosting you, a man that's pulling away, or any of these horrible things that happen in the dating world. I'm talking about a guy who is attentive, a guy that shows up, is showing up for you as a high value man, a guy that is showing you attention and making you feel valuable and loved. But give him his space. Just, if you've spent all weekend at his house, just pick up your bags and go. Don't wait for him to have to ask. Don't wait for him to have to signal. Let a man know that she is the kind of girl, if I need to be with my boys, it's not going to be a biggie. But you were supposed to be with me the whole weekend. Let him be with his boys. Let him have time to be and to have the time that he needs to have. Freedom, a man being in a relationship and feeling free to be himself, to feeling free to, and we want that too. We want freedom. We want to be able to do what we want to do and still keep our friends and still keep our hobbies, but still be committed. And that's obviously about maturity, because there's some things that will have to go, and some lifestyles that will have to go in your relationship. But we're talking about having the energy, the frequency, the spirit that allows a man to feel free in your presence, free to come and go, free to be away from you, free to speak his mind and his heart. And if you can manage that, you will be the woman that a man will choose to commit to. Number 2, control. I hate to say it and I hate to break it to you girls, but men love being in control. They love the feeling of being in control. Now we're dealing with a spectrum. We're not talking about narcissists who want to control you and make you do everything you want to do, or psychopaths. And we're not even talking about the unhealthy need to just control every single little thing and control out of insecurity. We're talking about a man feeling that he has a degree of control over the relationship, that he gets to have a say, and that his woman is willing to let him lead, that his woman is giving him the opportunity to lead, that he can lead in one way. And this gives him a sense that, yeah, I will not be driven. The relationship will not be driven, and I won't be that guy who's following around. A masculine man needs to feel large and in charge. He needs to feel that he is leading. He needs to feel that he is on top of things. He needs to feel a degree and a sense of control, because masculine energy is controlling, competitive, right? They don't want to feel like, gosh, this whole relationship is running my life, it's ruining my life, it's taking me on a journey that I don't want to be in. And that comes, a masculine man will always feel in control when he is with a feminine woman, because a feminine woman will always lean back. She chooses her mate very, very, very carefully. She chooses a king only, and she only entertains men that are worth her time and her attention. Oh yes, because she's high value. And the moment she meets that man and she has his love, his attention, or at least his attention at most, and his attraction, she is willing to lean back and let him lead, willing to let him pace the relationship in a way that is comfortable for him, willing to let him do things for her when he is ready, how he is ready. If it's not up to her standard, she has the walking power. She can always go. But if she's gonna stay, she's gonna lean back and let that man be the one that will lead the relationship. Okie dokie. So control. Men fear losing or being out of control. And sometimes that also means emotionally, if he falls in love with you and he's head over heels in love with you, that feeling of lack of control is what will make him pull back even for just a minute, just so he can regroup and regather. Okay. The next thing, these are not in any order of priority. After freedom, everything else is up for grabs, is disrespect. A man fears a woman who will disrespect him. That is a man's biggest fear, that he will be with a woman who does not respect his mind, his thoughts, or his decisions. Okay, a man wants to be respected. A masculine man wants to be respected. And a woman that talks any kind of way, does whatever she thinks, I'm just gonna tell you, and she's jaded, that brings fear in a masculine man's mind. This woman will disrespect me. She disrespects her friends, she disrespects her mom, she disrespects the people around her. This is a situation that I cannot enter into. A man wants to meet a woman who is respectful of everybody, of the children, of the world around her, who conducts herself with a degree of respect, because then he will know that that same respect will be conferred to him. If you are lippy and mouthy and talk in any kind of way, chances are you're not watching this channel. But if you are, you need to fix it up, girl, because we are leveling up in 2020, okay? Let's just get this straight. Okie dokie. So he is looking for a woman that will respect him, because men fear being disrespected. The next thing that men fear is being inadequate. Okay, a man never wants to feel inadequate sexually, financially, emotionally, intellectually before his woman. This is a great fear that men have in their hearts, that I will be inadequate to please her. And the way a feminine woman makes her man feel that he is adequate is by always acknowledging and appreciating the things that he does for her. Really acknowledging it from her heart, not just with her lips, but from her heart. Really sit down and counts her blessings and lets this man know with her energy, with her mouth, and with her conduct that she truly appreciates and sees his efforts. Because when a man does good for you, when a man steps up for you, when a man shows up for you, and he doesn't get the appreciation, and he doesn't get that feeling that he's being appreciated in every way, shape, or form, in every way that he can perform, he will begin to feel inadequate. And a man will leave a relationship when he feels inadequate. That feeling of inadequacy in a man is crippling to him, and so he is going to be looking for a woman that he can please. And some of us, I've spoken to some of us, like, oh, he left me for a girl that's not even half as nice, half as well groomed, half as intelligent as I am. Yes, because he knew that he could please her. If a man feels that everything he does will not please you, he will look for a woman who is less than you, settle for a woman that's less than you, because he can please that woman. And last but not least, a man's fear is losing you to another man. Okay, this is something that runs deep in the vein of men, and this is why when we date and we act like he is the only person in the whole wide world, we let him believe that you haven't got value. It is important for a feminine woman to always look good, so when she's walking around with her man, other men are checking her out. It makes him up his game, because a man always wants to feel and know that his woman, if she was to leave him, would soar, would meet somebody else in a second because of the way that she is. But he also doesn't want to feel like you will run off with the next guy in the next few seconds. So this is a delicate balance of being beautiful, well groomed, but knowing that whenever you're with your man, you'll let him know that you have eyes only for him, that your attention is only on him. We don't talk about, oh, he's nice. I know some couples have that going on, and if you have that relationship where you can talk about he's nice and he's nice, that's all good. It's your thing. I know couples who are like that, enjoy it and have loads of fun, because they have established an understanding that really their hearts, their attention, their love is for one another. But if you are in that dating phase and you haven't built that relationship, don't comment on the handsome actor that was in the movies, making him feel like you're always looking elsewhere. There's always some other guy. And if a man feels constantly that he can't completely have you and your attention, then that fear will kick in that he will lead you to another man, and he will either fight really hard, but if he's a masculine man, self-respecting, has high value and a lot to offer, he's just going to be put off and he's going to keep on moving. Ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was very, very good for you. I hope that you share it, and let's continue to grow CHENGI'S World. If you would like to work with me one-to-one, well, you can do that by contacting me via my website and filling in the application form. Or you can reach me on MAGNIFI. All the details in the description link below, and I'll see you on my next video. In the meantime, take care of you.